Recording time. Today, I have a topic that I want to talk about that I thought of last night while I was like in the middle of prayer. And it was this concept that you kind of see pop up in a lot of different things. Like when you think of the idea of writing a letter to your like future self to kind of write down your problems, write down the things you're interested in, my fault. So later on, you can read it and be like, oh, this is what I was struggling with, oh, this is what I was dealing with, and you can see how you grew past it. Or when you pray for things and they happen, you kind of forget, like, oh, I've been praying for this for a long time. And there are other examples like this where you kind of forget to track where you're at right now, progress wise, life wise. Everything is always so like progress, more, like work harder, grind more, where you kind of forget to stop and appreciate like I sound really corny right now, so I'm not gonna say stop and appreciate everything, but really just imagine where you were yesterday. If you made a lot of progress one day, imagine what you were feeling like before you made all that progress and then versus now and how good it feels to be in the current situation that you're in right now. That is something that I'm able to do pretty easily because I've been posting for 170 something days. So if I want to know what I did January 8th, I can just go on my channel, go to January 8th, and then, I'll look at it. Or I can see what I did in November of last year. So I have a pretty easy method to check on this. So yeah, this video I thought to record it on my nice camera, but I don't know. I kind of just want to get out the way. And yeah, make sure you guys remember that. Where are you right now? School wise, maybe job wise, like career, in your creative work. Are you where you wish you were like a month ago? Where you wish you were a year ago? Like would younger you be proud of yourself? Things like that. Um I've been thinking about making a video like message to my I still should do it. I was thinking like message to myself 365 days later, or like message to myself when I'm 18 or something, something like that. And I kept thinking like I want to make that video, but I also want to make a really personal version of it where I really talk about everything about me that I wouldn't be comfortable just sharing. So I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but at some point I'm gonna record that video and I'm gonna put it out. Like I don't know when. I don't know when. Maybe in a year from today, or in a year, not from today, but in a year from when I record that. So yeah, like I said again, just remember where you are. Are you in the position that you wish you were? And if not, why? You know what I mean? Like don't just say, oh yeah, I had a New Year's resolution to like save up $1,000, save up $2,000, get a car or get a job. That was my New Year's resolution to get it. Not I'm saying as an example. That wasn't mine, but all my New Year's resolution was to get a job or to do this for with my family or go to this place. And it's like, oh, has it happened yet? No. Okay, well, I'll forget about it until it happens. Like, don't forget about your stuff. You know what I mean? Like I said again, since I'm responsible for like uploading every single day, I kind of have to keep track of where I spend my time and like where my days are. What I do each day, I kind of have to be like have this time management, which I was very poor in school, by the way. That was the one complaint about like that a lot of my teachers had on me, that I had like ass time management, that I was smart, I was creative, I was like interacting with the class fine, but my time management was just shit. So this series is kind of like just a challenge where I get to challenge myself with the responsibility, like a job, you have a responsibility. I have the responsibility to post every single day. And I get to challenge this like weaker aspect of myself where I kind of want to push everything to the side. And then when it's last second, you rush to get everything done. I've done that a few times with these videos and I'm getting better at it. But right now, it's 5:53, which sounds late, but like it's so sunny outside because of the reverse daylight saving summertime. Like it's so cool. Like it stays light at 7:30 p.m. It's light outside. Like it's it's actually really nice. So I'm excited to do a lot of stuff during the summer. And yeah, what else, man? Just keep track of everything that you do. Please. Just make sure that you're not just letting the years go by. Oh, that was the one thing I wanted to talk about. Y'all notice how like the year will start and it's like, okay, it's a new year, right? 2025 just started. And then like you blink and it's like April, or you blink and it's like it's like you register like, okay, an entire year is ahead of me. And then next time you realize, like, next thing you know, you're in the middle of the year already. Like a quarter of the year is already passed. That's happened to me when I was, a lot younger. And I thought that a year was like a really long amount of time. Once I started realizing that, it really happened during the series. When I started the series, I was like, okay, post for every single day for a year. Okay. Then I started looking at the calendar a lot more. And then when I started planning my videos, I started doing a lot of lists in my Google Docs, a lot of lists. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I have the list of ideas for my cooking videos. I have the list of ideas for this. And I'm like counting up days and weeks and months. And then you realize years are not long at all. A year is not a long time. So that's why this kind of thing happens where you feel like a year is so long, but then 3 months go by and it's like, oh, that's an entire quarter of the year gone and I haven't done much. So make sure you're always keeping track of where you are, whether it's health, whether it's like health, like fitness, like all that stuff. Whether it's like your physical, like how your body's doing, your mental, your intelligence, like always make sure you're testing yourself, new ideas. Like don't limit yourself to whatever school teaches you. That's a big thing. Like don't limit yourself to whatever school teaches you, and then once you're out of school, like you're fried, because all you do is try to get a passing grade, using whatever method you can, ChatGPT or some type of like goth math, like photo, like does your math for you. I'm not saying don't do that. I'm just saying don't exaggerate like, oh, school is too much, I can't learn anything after this. Like make sure you guys are learning stuff outside of school. Always absorb and always learn things, because it'll change you as a person in very little time. Like I'll give you one example. This is a little bit of a weird one, but I'm gonna make a video. I don't know if y'all seen, but I've been wearing this certain like shirt in a few videos, and I'm gonna make a video on like me and JDC making like a little brand or whatever. But this is tied to another like interest that I started like realizing that I'm interested in, which is like military aircraft. Not just the jets, but like a lot of military aircraft. I realize I'm interested in that, and that I have no chance to learn that in school at all. I'll never learn that in school. They'll never teach anything about that, but I'm interested in it. So the beginning of the year, Antoine, January 1st, Antoine was still making these videos, but he didn't know he was interested in this thing. And now if I continue it and I learn it outside of school and I track my progress of like, oh, I learned this now, I learned this now, it's super rewarding to see yourself grow by day. It's like I said, for the fifth time, it's easy for me because I can see, okay, I posted, what's today? March 31st? March 31st. Okay, so I can literally go on the channel, see what I posted March 30th, see what I posted March 29th, 28th, 27th. So it's easy for me. But you guys can do the same thing. You guys can grow day by day and track it. And it's super cool for anything. Anything. So that's it. That's just a little rant. Like I said, I could have made the video a little bit more like special. I'm not going to edit this at all. I didn't stutter too much, so I don't have to. I could have added music. I could have recorded it with that camera, but I hope you guys, just enjoy this like shorter rants without the stuttering, without the fancy edits. And yeah, if you could take anything from this video, that's awesome. And that's all, man. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe, and if not, I'll go listen to tomorrow.